Hello my dear students. So last class we are discussing about your class 10, that is we are discussing exercise of chemical reactions and equations. Okay, so we are discussing about this chapter. I hope we shall finish this exercise in this class. So I have discussed 12 questions and 8th one was left. Okay, 8th one we can discuss it later also. So page number you know already 16. 13th question I am going to discuss. What is the 13th question? What is the difference between displacement and double displacement reactions? Write equations for these reactions. What is the difference between displacement and double displacement? See what happens, displacement will be like this, ax plus b, so it will become bx plus a, so x goes with b, right? In double displacement, ac plus bd will become, so you can say ab plus cd rather than this, so b goes with c, d comes here, so ad plus cb. So this is displacement reaction, double displacement reaction. For that, write equations for this reaction. Okay, we can write here like this, and you can write what we can say, examples we can write. Okay, so then I think they have not asked examples. Double displacement, write the difference between displacement and double displacement reaction, write equations for these reactions. So these are the equations. In displacement reaction, only one element will be displaced, while in double displacement reaction, two elements getting displaced. Okay, right. Shall we go for the next 14th question? In the refining of silver, okay, so in the refining of silver, the recovery of silver from silver nitrate solution involved displacement by copper metal. Write down the reaction involved. See here, what they have asked, in the refining of silver, recovery of silver from silver nitrate solution. Okay, silver from silver nitrate solution by copper metal, displacement by copper metal. Notice silver ಬರಬೇಕು silver nitrate ಅಂದ್ರೆ silver nitrate ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, AgNO3. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಯೂಸುವಲಿ ಆಲ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ ನೈಟ್ರೇಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್. NO3 ಕೂಡ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಬಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್. NO3, SO4, Cl ಇದ್ರ ಕೂಡ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಬಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್. These all usually these all are in aqueous solution. So AgNO3, which is aqueous, plus copper. So copper displaces Ag, so it will become copper NO3 twice. Okay, along with formation of Ag. So here if you look, there are two NO3, so I will write 2 here, so it will become 2 Ag. So this is solid, this is solid, this is aqueous. So nitrates are aqueous, normal metals are solid in nature. Okay, you can write in front or side also, that is also okay. So this is the reaction involved. So what is the question? In the refining of silver, the recovery of silver from silver nitrate solution is displacement by, involved displacement by copper metal. Write down the reaction involved. So this is the reaction involved. Okay. So next question, shall we move for the next question? Next question is, that is 15th question. Okay. Just a minute, 15th question. Okay. What is the 15th question? What do you mean by precipitation reaction? Explain by giving examples. See, precipitation reaction, the reaction in which insoluble solid, ಕರಗಲಾರದಂತ solid form ಆಗಬೇಕು. The reactions in which insoluble solid is formed are called precipitation reaction. Okay, what are the examples? Sodium carbonate and calcium chloride. Sodium carbonate plus calcium chloride. What it forms? Sodium carbonate along with calcium chloride. It will form sodium chloride along with calcium carbonate. So here 2 means this is 2. Okay. CaCl2, 2Cl, CaCO3. It's right. See here, this is aqueous. This is also aqueous because both are salts. This is also aqueous, but this calcium carbonate formed is a precipitation. This is the precipitation. So this is the insoluble. So that is insoluble. So it is a precipitation. That is calcium carbonate is a precipitation. Here it is a precipitation. Another example we can use Na2SO4 plus BaCl2. Na2SO4 plus BaCl2. What we can get here? Same thing. NaCl plus BaSO4. Just 2 here. So that to balance. So of course all are aqueous. So this is also aqueous because all are solid. This is also aqueous, but here it is precipitation. So it is an insoluble solid. Rather than aqueous, you have to say insoluble solid. So these two are examples of precipitation reaction. These two are examples of precipitation reaction. Okay. And in double displacement or single displacement, you have to write which one there. That is, you have to write examples there. So example CuSO4 plus Zn, Na2SO4 plus BaCl2. So this is example for double displacement reaction also. This is example for precipitation reaction also, and this is example for double displacement reaction also. Okay. So single displacement I will give you example CuSO4 plus Zn. CuSO4 plus zinc. So this is a sulfate solution. That means aqueous. This is zinc, means it will take this one. Zinc SO4 plus Cu. So this is aqueous solution because it is sulfate. This is aqueous solution. I hope everything is fine. You all are understanding. So let me go to the next question. So precipitation reaction over. 16th question now let me see. Explain the following in terms of gain or loss of oxygen with 2 examples. Oxidation and reduction. Okay. Explain the following in terms of gain or loss of oxygen. That is. So oxidation. Oxidation is what? Addition of oxygen to a substance is called as oxidation. Removal of oxygen from a substance is called reduction. So example in here Cu or C plus O2 will form CO2. This is oxidation. Cu plus O2 forms CuO. Okay, 2. So this is also oxidation. So you can take Mg. Mg plus O2 forms 2MgO. Same thing through here. So these are the examples of oxidation. See, I will send all the answers. No need to worry. So today I am going to send all the answers. Today in the sense you will get it yesterday only because you will be seeing this video. What the time you are seeing this video means I will be sending the answers yesterday only. So I will send it in the group. You can refer them. So this is over. This is what? Oxidation. So next is what is there in that? Then it is there reduction also is there. Reduction is what? Loss of the oxygen. So CO2 plus H2. CO2 plus H2. What it will become? CO plus H2O. It will become CO plus H2O. Can you see this? Yeah. CO2 plus H2 it becomes CO plus H2O. So CO is lost here. O is getting lost here. This is reduction. But here O is there. This is oxidation. Gain of oxygen, oxidation, loss of oxygen, reduction. Note it. Loss of oxygen angry sir O itna koganda. O eradu. But here 2 O's are there, but only 1 O is present here. That means 1 O is lost. So that is called reduction. Loss of oxygen is reduction. Gain of oxygen is oxidation. Loss of hydrogen is oxidation. Gain of hydrogen is reduction. So, but they have asked only regarding oxidation. Okay. Yes. So I hope you all are understanding. Yeah. We'll move for the Mundian question. Yes. 17th question we will go. A shiny brown colored element X. Okay. A shiny brown colored element X on heating in air becomes black. Okay. A shiny brown colored element X on heating in air becomes black in color. Name the element X and the black colored compound form. See what is the question they have asked. See what they have asked. A shiny brown colored element X on heating in air becomes black in color. Name the element X and the black colored element form. Okay. See here what happens. Shiny element in the sense it is a metal. So which are shiny? Gold is shiny, silver is shiny, copper is shiny. Okay. So let me take copper here. So because that is reactive. So copper burning in air means oxygen will form CuO. This is of shiny nature, that is shiny color. This is of shiny color, but this is oxide. Oxide in the sense, what is it? Black colored compound, I can say. This is black colored compound. Okay. So I hope this one is clear with all of you. That is question number 7. The element X is copper. The element X is copper and the compound formed is copper dioxide. So copper oxide. So we can put 2 here, 2. Copper oxide. Shall we go for the next question? So please let me know. All of you have to send your message. Which chapter shall I have to start next? So shall I start life processes? Or shall we go for acids, base and salts? Or shall we go for magnetic effect of electric current? So please let me know. So in WhatsApp, just I will feel that better if you start magnetic effect or acids, base and salt. Live process we can still that start, but it is good if you are in school. So that is why if teacher and student both are present in school, then teaching biology is little bit effective. So we'll see that. So better you message me or I will start any one chapter. Or I will start any chapter. Okay. And those who are not sending the homework, please send the homework. Okay. So if you fail to send the homework 2 days, so I will tick your name. And if you do not watch the videos for 2 to 3 days, I will tick your name. So please keep sending the homework and keep watching the videos. Okay. We will move to the next question. Why do we apply paint on iron electricals? See, iron electricals usually undergo corrosion because the iron will react with moisture content of the air and it will become iron oxide, that it will become corrosion. It will become corroded. Okay. So this is the reason we have to prevent the iron surface from corrosion. That is why that iron surface should be painted such that iron should not be kept open to air, such that iron cannot react with oxygen. So when it is painted, iron is removed from reaction with the oxygen. That is why these iron elements are painted. These iron articles are painted. Okay, so the iron articles we apply people apply the paint on iron articles. Oil and fat containing food items are flushed in with nitrogen. Why? See, same thing here. Oil and fat content material, if they react with the oxygen, they will become oxidized. Due to that, food will be wasted. Food will lose its qualities. Okay. So that is why they are filled with nitrogen. When they filled with nitrogen, the oil and fat content will not react with oxygen, because oxygen will not be present there. Nitrogen will be present. So that will not react with oxygen. Then it is avoiding oxidation. Oxidation agodilla. So if there is no oxidation, means food will be safe. Okay, so I hope you all are clear. Oil and fat containing food items. Okay, so just I will read the answer that I will send you. Nitrogen is an inert gas and does not easily react with any substance. On the other hand, oxygen reacts with food substance, makes them rancid. Thus, bags used in packing food items are flushed with nitrogen gas to remove oxygen inside the pack. When oxygen is not present inside the pack, rancidity of oil fat containing food items is avoided. See, rancidity of rancidity of wastage of food. So bad smelling of food, that is called rancidity. So rancidity of food is prevented because if in the pack, if nitrogen is filled in the oil and fat containing food pack, oxygen will be obviously removed, so that nitrogen will not react with oils and fats present in food. So the oils and fat present in food will remain safe. It will not undergo rancidity. Okay, so this one is clear. Explain the following terms with one example each. So that is the 20th question. So what is the explain the following terms with example each. So that is corrosion and rancidity. What is corrosion? A process where materials, usually metals, deteriorate as a result of chemical reaction with air, moisture and chemicals. So the metals usually deteriorate or get vanished, or the surface is eaten by the process of reaction with air, moisture content, okay, or chemicals. So for example, iron reacts with hydrated water and it will become hydrated iron oxide. Iron reacts with oxygen and water, it becomes hydrated iron oxide. So it is the corrosion. The hydrated iron oxide is rust. Iron oxide again rust anta kariತೀವಿ, ತುಕ್ಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿಬಹುದು. Next one is rancidity. The process of oxidation of fats and oils. Due to that, bad smell is coming from the food is called as change in taste, and bad smell is called as rancidity. The process of oxidation of fats and oils that can be easily noticed by the change in state and smell is known as rancidity. For example, the taste and smell of butter changes when kept for long. ಭಾಳ ದಿನ ಇಟ್ಟು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೆಣ್ಣೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಅದರದ್ದು ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ because of rancidity. Rancidity can be avoided by storing food in airtight containers, storing food in refrigerator, adding antioxidant and oxidants, storing food in environment of oxygen. So after this this is over, so that is related to rancidity. So now shall we go for the which question? That is 8th question we are left with yesterday. So we will discuss that question and we will finish this chapter, and after that we will start another new chapter in the next class. Eighth question. What is 8th question? Potassium bromide, barium iodide. A. Potassium bromide. Potassium in the sense K. Bromide Br. Plus barium iodide Bi. So this will give you double displacement reaction here. This is aqueous. This is also aqueous. K reacts with the potassium iodide plus barium bromide. So they have given barium iodide, okay, then barium bromide it will become BBr, or you can say yes, BBr, KBr. So you can write the equation. So this is what kind of reaction. Identify the type of reaction. Balanced equations, I think it is balanced, no need to worry. So I think Bi2 will come. Ki is there, Bi2 will come, I think. Let me check. Okay, so this is question number 8. Okay, so barium, okay, barium is just like, so Ba2 it is barium iodide, potassium bromide, okay. So then BaBr and Ki, BaBr2. So balancing has to be done. K1, I2, only one I, so let me put 2 here, again 2 here, 2K, 2I, 2Br, 1BA, 1BA. Yes, done. So it is balanced. So that is 8A, that is potassium bromide, barium iodide. If you look here, both bromium and iodine are displaced. So it is called double displacement reaction, DD, double displacement. So second one, shall we go for second one? So which is the second one? Zinc carbonate plus zinc oxide will give, so zinc carbonate dissociates to form zinc oxide plus carbon dioxide. Okay, so zinc carbonate dissociates to form zinc oxide plus carbon dioxide. So this one, if you look, you can easily get this. Only one reactant dissociated to decompose to two compounds. So this is decomposition reaction. This is an example of decomposition reaction. So one reactant ಇದ್ದದ್ದು ಒಡೆದ 2 ಅಥವಾ 3 ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆತಂದ್ರೆ that is decomposition. 2 ಅಥವಾ 3 reactants ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆತಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್. ಒಂದು ಯಾವ್ದಾರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ತಗೋತಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆತಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್. 2 ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆತಂದ್ರೆ ಡಬಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗತ್ತಾವ, ಡಬಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ decomposition. Okay, this is decomposition. D is the displacement, double displacement. Okay, we'll move for third one. Hydrogen plus chlorine, hydrogen chloride. Hydrogen plus chlorine, hydrogen chloride. So if you look here, first it will be HCl. After that we have to balance. HCl direct H bidri, Cl balance ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. Hydrogen and chlorine na hydrogen chloride. So A plus B forming AB. This is called combination reaction. You can know combination reaction. So here one or more reactants react each other to give a single product. If they are giving single product means it is a combination reaction. Only one reactant is there, it is decomposed to form 2 or more than 2 products. Those are decomposition reaction. Okay, last one is there, magnesium plus hydrochloric acid. So I will write here, magnesium plus HCl will form magnesium chloride along with hydrogen. Isn't it? Magnesium chloride along with hydrogen. So magnesium HCl, so magnesium chloride eradagu, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಆಗ್ತತಿ. So magnesium 2H 2Cl 2Cl. Yes, done. So here only Cl is getting displaced and it reacts with magnesium. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು Cl ಏನಾದ್ರು ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. So that is displacement reaction. ಇದು ಯಾವ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್? Displacement reaction. Displacement reaction. Okay, so these are the types of reaction. So this ends only 8th question we are left with. So that one also we have seen now. So this ends your chapter chemical reactions and equations. So please go through the chapter, understand all the reactions. You should remember all the things of this chapter. Types of reactions, examples of all the 5 types of reaction, and for all 5 types you need at least 2 examples to remember. Corrosion, rancidity, how to prevent rancidity, how to prevent corrosion, and the reaction of corrosion with that is forming the rust, iron oxide. So that one you have to remember. And after that, before that, what is chemical reaction, what is chemical equation, how it has to be represented, what are the examples of chemical reactions, and very very important thing, balancing the chemical reaction, identifying the type of chemical reaction and balancing a chemical reaction. Most of the time they will ask this question. They will definitely ask balancing the chemical reaction. One question will be there. And identifying the chemical reaction, if it is in word equation, converting that into chemical equation. So these all are in word equation, the 8th question. we have to first convert them to their symbols, that is chemical equation or chemical reaction. Then after that we have to balance it. So balancing is very much important. And don't forget to write physical state. Here I am not written because just I am explaining you. They have already given in the question what is solid, what is liquid. So don't leave them. Always try to write the physical state of compound or atom. Okay, I hope this much is clear. So please watch all the videos of this class. If you have any doubts, let me know. I will be sending different videos of different persons from YouTube also, which are very good, which can be understandable from you, so you can watch those videos also. Okay, so thank you. So we will see the next chapter. So that is, you have to decide that. If you decide and tell me early, so that I will start whichever chapter more people say, or if anyone don't say, I will continue with the whichever chapter I want to continue. Thank you. We'll see you in the next class. Thank you. Watch all the videos and send the homework regularly. Thank you.